Hello everyone, welcome back to another Age of Empires 4 commentary. I am Beyond, and as always, thank you so much for all the support in the past couple of videos and the channel as a whole. It's been doing better than I could have ever imagined, so if you are enjoying the content, please do subscribe, and if you enjoy this video after you watch it, please do leave a like. It means a lot to me and also helps me out a ton for more people to see my stuff. Now, let's get right into this game. We have Baldamus Maximus, aka Liquid Demu, in the teal in the top right hand-ish corner. I mean, just top corner, I suppose. And on the bottom side of the map, in the blue, the normal blue, we have Recon as the Abbasid. So for all my Abbasid fans, please do drop a comment if you want to see more Abbasid games. / what are you guys going as Abbasid these days? What wing are you going first? I've been seeing lots of culture wings, not as many trade wings these days with the slight nerfs to it. Plus, I think everyone's kind of overly preparing for trade, so haven't seen too much of that. Been seeing a few military wings, so let me know in the comments what your preferred start is. We'll see what Recon decides to do here. I'm assuming it's going to be culture wing, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. It's just into the deli. The deli scales pretty well, so if the Abbasid player wants to also economic boom, or I wonder if they're going to want to do a little bit of early pressure, so maybe military wing. Could be a little bit of both. The current win rates right now in Conqueror and above is a 47.2% win rate for the deli, aka the Abbasid is favored slightly. And then if you want to do the total win rate of all players in the current patch, it's pretty much 50-50. So I don't think anything one side's too much. I will say I think the devs have done an excellent job at balancing these days. I mean, there's not really too many. There's a few unplayable matchups. I'm not going to sit here and pretend to lie, but there's not too many where it's just absurdity. So we're just waiting to see if we're going to see. What are we going to see? What wing are we going to see? Culture wing, economic wing, economic wing. Okay. So, I mean, it's one of the two, probably the most popular ones. Economic wing obviously gives you that economic boom. I mean, so does technically in culture wing as well with all the technology upgrades. So, sorry about that. So yeah, I mean, we're going to see probably this game go at least until Castle Age. But we'll see if anyone gets a little bit cheeky with some early aggression. For now, which is pretty much bang on standard play. We have the berries being collected over here. A creation of a lumber camp over here. This map is, I think it's Lipany. It's alright. It's definitely a little bit weird with these like weird rock formations out here, out and about. But overall, I mean, I don't think it necessarily favors either one of these. I mean, and also the locations of these sacred sites aren't exactly ideal for the deli. So maybe it favors the Abbasid player a little bit, just for the favor from that. Also, remember, I'm not a pro, so I'm sure they know exactly who's favored in this one. So if that's the case, let me know in the comments so I can know for future gameplays. We have the Tower of Victory going down, so instantly Demu now, not Demuslim anymore. Demu instantly wins because obviously he's building a tower that says he's going to be the victor, so easy money. We have the golden ship with the Kraken. That's a lovely one. What does Recon have? Just the golden, what is that, golden slip? There you go. Okay, so that's going down. I mean, it's one of those things where this matchup will take a little bit of time to ramp up, especially with, we see the stone coming in as well, which means there's going to be a second TC dropped. And I'm assuming if we go over here, we don't have stone collected just yet, so we aren't going to see that immediately from the deli player, but we have all these upgrades coming in. Deli's just going to be cooking through these like clockwork, which is why I think the pros think they're a little bit overjuiced right now. So we'll see if the devs decide to have that impacted in June when the bigger patch comes out. Or maybe it's in May. I'm not really sure exactly the exact timelines, but I think there'll be another small rebalancing, and then I think there's going to be a larger one. So interesting to see what the devs decide to do to these two sides. We have the double blacksmiths going down for all those technologies. We have the second town center over here for Recon, which is also very, very nice. Just getting all these deer. This is a really good strategy. I learned this because I watched the Ozzy Drongo and the Farm Man videos about that cheese, that castle cheese with the English. And I learned that if you kind of use your scout to just maneuver the deer and hop them towards where you want them to go, it gets them a little bit closer. So it's a little bit more ideal for farming. So the small things that you can do to really improve your game all around. We have all the upgrades coming in. So Recon's probably going to want to pressure a little bit before all these free upgrades kind of kick in, because it's going to be pretty tough to him to bounce back against that. But then again, I think also with this extra town center, it's going to be kind of a net neutral, because he's going to have a lot more economy availability to himself. But yeah, so there's small things that you can do like that those are the little things that you can really start to climb. And tomorrow you're going to see my first gameplay, which is just not the best. But I only have so much time to play, so remember that when you watch. I think I'm going to drop it on Tuesday, actually, because this one's going to go up slightly later in the day. But it will really depend on when this video goes up today. But I'm always going to try to keep that same upload schedule for you guys. Wednesday, Friday, Sunday of pro gameplay. I'm also going to maybe mix in another community game next week. The free-for-all did okay, so we'll see if you guys want to just see normal gameplay. But if not, I'll just keep sticking to the pros. They're really fun to watch. Obviously, Recon and Demu are some of the best in the world at this game, so it's really fun to see their adaptations and kind of what they do. Now, again, we are just chilling. We do have some military units finally streaming out. Going to start to take control of these sacred sites as well, because Delhi gets a huge boost if they can continue to control these. This one's a little bit close for the liking to fully take, but we'll see if Recon allows Demu to take those. Here comes the archers to build the wall. It's one of the coolest things that Delhi has available, is that their military units can make the walls, so they don't have to worry about sending out a villager out there, which is always really nice. I wonder what it would be like. I obviously I just joined at the beginning of season 4, so I'm interested to know if did it used to be like that? Did they always have this ability, or was this a change because it needed to happen? Because people just kept sniping Delhi's villagers, which I can assume would be very, very frustrating to have do this. So there we go. It's going down, securing the first one. Going to secure that extra gold. And yeah, we just have Recon scaling up. We do not have anyone going Castle Age just yet, but no one's really nervous about an all-in or anything like that in the coming time frames. I mean, this thing, how this is cooking between, especially these two civilizations, we got at least another 10 minutes into this game. Maybe 15, who knows. Well, it'll really be dependent on, we have Recon with the nice, we have, a lot of horses coming out, which is really nice. The spears are up, but this is going to be great for harass. And the benefit of the Delhi's army being so mobile and able to build walls is wonderful, but it also means that Recon knows that you're going to be having a lot of your military building those walls around the bases, so it does mean that Recon might be able to sneak in for a cheeky run by to just to get some idle time and to get some villagers, because as you can see, there is no one at home. These sheep are pretty safe, but no one's in this wood line. There's not one spear in here. And yeah, these horses, these horses are probably going to go start to make sure that they don't get all three. That's just what they're doing. And these ones are just waiting. I lay by in the back. When those start to collapse forward, we'll make sure to go in. I can't really see the battle because of the sacred site sign. Oh, they're going to get the... Are they going to get him? Yeah, they're going to get him. Just a matter of time. Unreal micro. The back and forth. And they get him. There it is. So that sacred site is not going to be secured just yet for Demu. The excellent micro there by the two. Just the back and forth. The cat and mouse. Are these going to finally collapse? We got a yo-yo going on. Demu recognizing needs some help on the map and wants to bolster his military to secure these sacred sites. So going for that military wing because he sees the opening. He's getting up another set of walls in this third one. So he's feeling really, really good right now. Yes, that second town center is cruising with villagers. We're up to 47, so a 10 villager lead. But I still think you gotta be very, very comfortable and happy if you're the Delhi player right now. At the same time, you're also probably pretty comfortable as the opposite player as well, because you're like, you know what, you're destined to get those. I'm gonna sit here and just economic move. Oh, I'm so sorry. I got them totally confused. I meant that Recon is getting the military wing because he is the opposite player, because he needs to, as he sees, he needs to bolster his military due to the three sacred sites being taken. So knowing that he needs a little bit of something to get going. We have these horses just kind of hanging out back here, and we have more swooping around. We do have the House of Learning going down. This military wing, I really like this response, because seeing that the three sacred sites are almost taken and walled off, knowing you need a little bit of something, and there it is. There's the third and final one. You need to be a little bit aggressive, and the military wing gives you that little bit of boost and a few upgrades that can really change the tide, especially when competing with the Delhi player, who's just going to be pumping out upgrades like no one's business. And Demu has a huge army, 6 men at arms being popped out as well. And right now, Recon only has horsemen. Finally get some camel riders out as well. And now we're starting to see the lancers and the men at arms as well. So going full armor, which is great. I think it's going to be excellent into this competition. As you can see, 15 archers on the field for Demu, which the only thing they're going to be able to kind of damage well are the horsemen and the camel riders. But even then, I mean, they're not, the horsemen are able to get right on top of you, so not the best. We're just still looping around. They're looking for any entrance at all. And there's the Delhi Death Ball moving out. Probably just try to put a little bit of pressure up front. But we have what a unique just group of horses. It's just like one of everything. Just a little bit of everything. Yeah, we even got a scout in there. So every cavalry unit besides the more heavy camel rider is there. Oh, that's hysterical. And so Demu sees that, gonna dip back. Nope, gonna dip forward again. We do have the sacred site victory approaching. I don't think it's gonna be the deciding factor. Oh, if Recon's able to spot this would be huge for the game. That is 21 unprotected villagers. Oh my god, they're so close. There they go. There it is, finally. But Demu's also attacking at the same time. So let's see if they can... Let's see if they start to micro back. I don't think Demu's going to recognize this. There he goes. He does recognize it, and he's also going to start to put pressure up front. But that's a really, really nice get. Look at all these villagers going down. Already up to 3. And you're going to use this town center as protection. Doesn't need to dive in. He knows that. And also, who cares about those forward berries? Recon's actually able to get away with getting 3 kills and a ton of idle time. And saves a big portion of this light cavalry group. Only lost 1. Yeah. Which is really, really nice. And knowing full well that that's exactly where those berry bushes are. We have this archer, man-at-arms, spearman mashup going on over here. The horsemen are now going to attack this last sacred site. Oh, I wonder if they're going to see... They do. They see the scholar moving out. You're not going to be able to get that one. I think that's going to be done and dusted. Demu's army is not super, super mobile, so not really looking... The pullback is not going to be as ideal, and these horsemen can just run away, which is perfect for the Abbasid player, as they're like, all right, now we just get to be free a little bit more. And as you can see, 8 man-at-arms coming in, 7 lancers. This is going to be a pretty tough group to stop. Only 13 hardened spears out in the map, and there's really no crossbowmen or anything like that. So nothing's going to be really able to kill these. The men-at-arms will be nice tanks, but once these spearmen go down, it's going to be tough sledding. And these horsemen continue to be annoying. And a group of lancers now diving in on the civilians. I'm assuming going after the sheep. And yes, we have a few more kills. But also, I was going to say, Demu has now 10 villager kills. We missed these archers going in and just absolutely eradicating an entire worker line. And now recon found even more villagers back here. There's so many raids going on. So just watch this as well in the bottom corner. These archers will be absolutely cleaned up. We have now lancers running every which way. We have 4 more lancers on the way. Going to be over 20 lancers on the map for recon. Look at the amount of civilian lead though. That's absolutely insane. The Abbasid player really showing the economic boom of the Abbasid, and these lancers don't care about that tower. Oh no. This is a slaughter. I think this is gonna be all she wrote for Demu. I don't think that he can make up for this 37 villager count lead. And all these lancers just scrolling all around. I mean, yes, the sacred site victory, but that's going to be put to a stop for sure. Another relic is sniped by these lancers. And now we have a death ball unit rolling up front to take on all these spearmen, which is not what you want. If you want the spearmen on these lancers, not the other way around. And here comes the lancers coming in to help change the tide. Oh my goodness. Recon really getting into this. He has 2 times protection for a range, but it doesn't even matter. Look at this army. It's just so tanky, and there's no DPS on the other side. The Lancers providing a lot more DPS than the latter. And there's not enough spears to really do enough damage. They're starting to pick off pretty expensive units. Another spearman going to be going down here. These Lancers turn around. The Lancers still going in on the back end, killing all these civilians because there's just so much happening. You lose a little bit of track of everything. The Lancers now looking for this as well, cleaned up there. 25 worker kills for Recon. Recon found another spot to rest at home. Now these last final civilians for food are finally going down to 27. I think this has got to be it for Demu. He put up a great fight. But Recon, with these raids, these Lancer raids really changed the tide of the game. And now with this death ball of 22 men-at-arms and no DPS to kill them, the crossbow's finally coming out, but I think it's a little bit too late. As you can see, almost ×4 the villager count for Recon. And the economy back here is booming. We have a bustling economy back here. There's no counterplay. The Sacred Site victory is approaching, so I'm assuming they're going to get them in here pretty soon to kind of end this all. Oh no, the final civilian ball is finally found. If these turn around, it's going to be all over. There they go. They start to turn around. Once these Lancers turn around, it's over. And there they go. Oh no. It's an absolute slaughter, down to 15 villagers. That is absolutely insane. And there's the Sacred Site finally being decapped with that. And there it is. The raids by Recon were absolutely on point. If you guys did enjoy this video and you're enjoying the content, please do subscribe. I appreciate all of you. And if you enjoyed the video as well, please drop a like. And I hope you have a great rest of your day and night. Yeah, and see you guys for future videos.